Yeah, we're all going straight to hell. Shout out to our Spotify listenership, our YouTube viewership. Who else do we want to shout out? I feel like y'all should help me with the specific
drug dealers.
Shout out to the drug dealers.
Sure.
Yeah, y'all had it rough.
Very important.
We had a rough week. Can't even kidnap niggas no more.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
It's crazy.
And what a polite kidnapping, but we'll get to that.
Yeah. That was pretty nice of those guys.
That whole story is so weird to me. This whole shit is very weird. I don't know if y'all looking at it the way I am, but this shit is very weird. Like it's scary.
Weird.
No, but it's scary how weird this shit is. Like it's getting scary.
It hasn't been scary?
No, but seeing it unravel right now is like, yo, what the fuck is going on out here?
Tell me which parts are scary to you. I didn't want to start there, but let's start there.
Shout out
to drug dealers. Shout out to drug dealers. And the kidnappers, man. Got to get a new profession now.
Yeah.
The fact that everybody is having fun with this snitching shit. Like, snitching is a meme now. So now I'm scared because now snitching is cool. They're trying to make snitching cool now. Like, it's okay.
No, I just think they're taking a serious situation and joking on it the way Twitter always does.
Yeah,
because at first I thought it was a little odd. I was like, wow, they're really joking about people going
the
to
reason
jail.
why I
But
don't
then I'm
joke
like,
on shit like that,
it's online.
I don't joke on shit like that because there's people that's really doing jail time behind
Of course.
Shit. So I don't find nothing about that funny. Like, there's no reason why Shannon Sharp should be posting a meme of somebody snitching on his Instagram. Shannon Sharp, you're not from that world. You're an athlete and you're a sports analyst.
What
Like,
did he
you
post?
should not.
What did he post?
He posted a picture of him and 6ix9ine side by side, saying something about 6ix9ine snitched on him too. And it's
I saw that.
it's like I love Shannon Sharp,
And
but he shouldn't be doing. He shouldn't
tell me
be doing,
why you think he shouldn't be doing that?
because that's nothing. Because snitching is nothing to play with. There's people that are really going to prison behind this.
But we are, and listen, I love Shannon Sharp.
I do too.
I love the job that he is doing.
I do too.
Along with Skip on that show.
Yeah, but
we are talking about the same Shannon. Hold up, we're talking about the same Shannon who got up there for however many weeks straight with the cigar and the Henny and that whole routine.
No, but that's different because
funny.
that's more so his personality. He's saying that's him when he's home. He's relaxed. He put his stocking
But he
cap
wasn't
on.
at home.
No, but I'm just saying he started showing himself at home doing it. So that's fine. I'm just talking about the fact that
can I just chime in real quick with. That's great that's what that said to you. Mm-hmm. But that ain't what that said to me, that he was doing that at work at FS1, whatever the network is.
I know some people took it as cooning a little bit.
That's one. And if you don't look at it that way, you have these stories, these viral moments that start gaining momentum and traction. And because it's the hot story, these companies and networks and corporations just are checking the trending topics on the side and taking the first one and now trying to incorporate it to get some traction on numbers. So when he's doing that up there, not cooning, but he's speaking to us. Mm-hmm. He's speaking to us online.
Shannon Sharp is he's from the South.
I know. So that's why I'm never going to call that cooning.
That's why I didn't see anything wrong with it, because I could see him really doing that.
Me neither. I didn't see nothing wrong with it. But when you follow up, it's the same way 50. When it's a story real hot online, you can expect 50 to have something to say about it, whether it has something to do with him or not. And we accept it as that's 50. Mm-hmm. So what is the difference in Shannon Sharp doing it with the hot story or the trending topic?
Because somebody snitching shouldn't be the hot story for a sports analyst. You're not from this culture. You're not from the streets. You didn't play that game. So you shouldn't have fun or make light of somebody snitching and putting someone in prison for some years. That's not funny. And that's why I'm sitting back and I'm looking at all this shit and I'm like, people are normalizing snitching right now. Like it's a joke. Like snitching is funny now. And it's nothing funny about sending somebody to prison, especially people that you were once close to or your friends or whoever like you were in business with. There's nothing funny about that.
Or people that are just complete catching strays out of nowhere.
Like there's nothing funny about that. And I'm sitting there, and even my homeboy was like, yo, he's like, I'm scared to death now because it's like, yo, I don't know what the fuck is going on. It's like,
But
it's
you do
okay,
know
it's
what's
cool.
going on.
But why is it cool for everybody to start making jokes of somebody snitching? Now, granted, I knew 6ix9ine was going to snitch. No problem there. I expected him to. I never thought he was a street kid. Never thought he was tough. None of that.
Right.
When Shotty took it toll and all that, I expected Shotty to do that because he's from that cloth.
Right.
Now, if it would have been reversed, if Shotty went on the stand and started, then I would have been like, God damn. But Tekashi doing this like, all right, I respect. He's a young kid. He's scared. He's not from that. You expect certain things. But I did not expect this storm of everyone picking this up and then making fun of it. I'm seeing all these memes, people that's not even from the hip-hop culture, from news networks, not even news, social media sites, bloggers. Like, this is not funny. This is not a game. Like, people are going to prison for this shit.
They don't understand us.
But that's the problem. But somebody needs to say it. Like, that's not funny. It's cool to make memes and that, but you got to know what to make jokes of. Some people are going to prison. People are going to jail for this shit. Like, this is real. And I don't like the fact that people are making it, it's a meme now. So now what does that say to the next person that goes to trial?
A couple of the memes was funny.
There's a couple funny ones.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is when you look at the end result, people are going to prison.
The Shaggy one got me.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's people are going to prison, man. Like, it's just when you sit back and just look at it, and then you look at all these bloggers that run to press these stories about, the audio of Jim Jones came out, and it's like, yo, homie, why are you even posting that?
A long time ago, not a long time ago. What am I, 39? So maybe when I was between the ages of 18 to 27, maybe even from 18 to 29, 31. With a lot of conversations that used to come up, my dad would always just say, one day you're going to understand how America works. Mm-hmm. You can't see it now, but one day you will. Mm. And as I'm watching everything unravel, like you just said, that's the part that's most disturbing. Now, mind you, I do find some of this shit hilarious. Like the meme that said that Flo DeMaio is still letting niggas leave out of there with nutcrackers. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that was hilarious.
Now the Shaggy one.
What was that one? I missed it.
Shaggy said it wasn't me.
It was him. But that's the part that's disturbing more, because through all of the laugh, I'm not mad at nobody laughing if you could see what's going on and understand what's going on. But it seems as though people are just laughing and making jokes. And, that young man sitting in that courtroom and just mentioning all these other rappers, that part is really, really scary to me. Amidst the laughter. While everybody's laughing, they playing a real dangerous game. But it's not a revelation to me. Me and Vince Staples have been saying for over 2 years now that they playing a dangerous game in front of our faces.
Yeah.
And all we keep doing is laughing more. So I guess niggas like you are really disturbed because you from the Bronx, you got ties, you got niggas that went to jail. You feel a certain way, same way. Listen, today around Remy, this was near and dear to her heart. Like certain people of a different time, we react differently to this.
Yeah. And I'm the joking guy. I love having fun, joking, laughing. But it's just certain shit. It's just like, yo, all right, relax. That's not funny. It's people going to jail. Like,
I find the people that are laughing like, oh, haha, yeah, that's of course he did that. That part is not cool to me. Like people like kind of championing that he's snitching and that's funny. Of course he's gonna do that. It's gonna be great when he comes out. Like that part. Like is
now I'm ready to walk back my statement to Rory about him not being able to come home and have a music career again. I'm ready to take that back because now it's like it's okay. I think that he could come home and put out an interview and 30 million people will watch it.
Of course.
I stand.
Without question.
So this is
30 million people are watching.
So this is what I'm saying. Like I'm taking that back, Rory. I do believe 6ix9ine could come home and have a music career now. I believe so.
Well, again, that was the hypothetical point that the government would allow him to, which I still don't think they'll allow him to. But say they do.
Shit.
Why? But why not? Like who's gonna stop him and say, oh no, he did this, he did that? Like we not supporting that. Like who's gonna do it?
They're going.
Well, witness protection. I
understand he has to go into witness protection.
Yo, you know what? And
that.
Stop right there because I don't know how witness protection works. I just know what I seen in movies and what I heard and what I read and what I Google.
Right.
But what part of witness protection is inner city press putting out every single thing that he says, along with all these different publications in the courtroom with pictures, with
like how was video of him in the courtroom getting out? Like
this shit is crazy.
No, that's just a lot of shit.
And those are the people that you telling me are about to witness protect?
Yeah, like
but that's been going on forever.
So then call it what it is. Say, we'll offer you witness protection after our agendas met.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it is.
I wish they would just say that then.
Well, but
that's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
they're broadcasting their
you wouldn't
agenda.
need the witness protection
part
until you did what they asked you to do. Would be their response to that.
Yeah, but for them to like broadcast every little person that he's telling on, like that, if I was him, I'd be scared.
Y'all are lucky that
how
New
y'all gonna
York
protect me?
New York doesn't allow cameras and video shit in their courtrooms the way other states do. Because
Yeah.
other states, you could sit there with it. We could have watched that whole shit if that was in another state.
We seen him on the stand already.
Word. What else is there to watch?
no, like literally video footage rather than just reading the scripts. And
No,
seeing
we've
pictures
seen it's
and
video
the leak-
footage of him on the stand.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, there's video footage of him on the stand.
Like in Florida, we could have watched that shit on the news, the whole trial.
Listen,
It just
bro.
felt like it was all, and again, you know.
And then that audio of him getting kidnapped. How was that camera and that audio so clear?
That
Like,
was,
what kind of camera and microphone was that in that truck?
No,
Like, I felt like I was watching a sitcom. Like I was sitting, like we was watching TV.
Right.
That didn't feel
that
like.
shit sound like it was mixed.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck is going on,
yo,
bro?
not
Like,
for
this shit
nothing,
is
it really
weird
might have
shit
been.
going on.
Well, no, they
There's
probably
nothing
there's
weird
audio
going
forensics,
on.
that's the thing.
Y'all niggas
that audio and video
embraced
was released
a
so clear.
plant and a fed.
Well,
There's
yeah.
nothing weird going on. Is what I keep telling you.
Yeah. I mean that now that it's
What-
played
what-
out like
what are
that.
you
absolutely.
saying?
Yeah, you're right.
I said that when the nigga ran to Chicago. Oh, he a cop. Because no normal person is going over. I don't care what time it is.
Right.
I don't care what truck, because they going to light your ass up. And the fact that Chicago didn't light his ass up either mean that A, they was really, really tired, or B, they know you a cop.
Oh, well, it was like 3, 4 in the morning. Like,
maybe even
Somebody
earlier,
else,
like 5 a.m.
That's when
Walk-
that's
That
when
don't
you
mean
walk
out
out.
for
anything.
five
That don't, I
seconds,
see
walked
people keep saying that don't mean nothing to me.
well, he
Like,
went out. He just jumped out for 10 seconds, shot that clip, and jumped right back in the car.
I know that tells me that a person felt safe enough or protected enough to do that. It tells me that somebody felt like there would be no repercussion on any level. Fuck the streets, somebody shooting.
Which is why
the cops got me, the mayor got me. Fam, this shit is deep. It's bigger than Nino Brown. I'm telling y'all.
But which is why
they
now-
not showing us and they not telling us.
right.
But if we follow a trail of this Tekashi kid, and listen, man, it's nasty. It's nasty.
Yeah, well, just be careful.
But we've
man.
been saying this.
Yeah.
I could go back and find all of that prophetic shit where niggas just used to try to use force sign. Like, wait, this guy, the Universal, whatever the guy's name is, I don't know now, but the big guy
know you're talking about.
and Universal,
Oh, yeah.
his brother,
Lucian
is,
Grange.
Yeah, Lucian's brother is your. Wait, huh?
Yeah.
So you mean the person or the label that owns all of the market share is somehow connected to you, and you connected to these niggas in the streets that really get busy? So I hear. It's weird. It's weird. It didn't take none of this now. This is like confirmation icing on a fucking cake.
I will say to your point, Joe, when he was testifying the first day, which we already covered, him meeting, that whole story was weird to me. Just how easy everyone met and was like, well, we rocking with this kid now.
Right.
That was just odd.
Yeah.
And they didn't dig further into it either. And that's the other part about all of this shit that's disturbing. Like, the way that the stuff is presented, the framing of it, you have no choice but to believe, at least as a black man, that these trials are only for public display.
Oh,
like whatever.
question.
This stuff has been predetermined. Everyone's fate is already in an envelope. I already know everything that you're gonna say, and the second that you detour from that, I'll bring you back. Like, fam, he was protected in the fight. He was protected in there outside of witness place. Gave a nigga a comfort break.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, I'm waiting for cross-examination. I watch all these law shows. I'm fucking waiting for cross-examination. Ooh, what they gonna say to this thing? What they gonna say to this? The second they press them, well, slow down. Water. Chambers.
Yeah.
Lawyers.
No, hold on.
Wait.
My favorite
Wait,
was
what?
my favorite was the snacks have arrived.
Yo, wait, and the cross-examination lawyer hit him with some hard shit. Hey, Mr. Gonzalez, Mr. Danny Dons, how about... The jury's food has arrived. wait,
No,
the jury
snacks.
got to get
Not
their...
food, snacks.
No, it was snacks, it was coffee. It was their great adventure tickets came. Any reason to stop this is what they would do. I was like, oh, this is nastiness in front of our face. And I pull out my phone, and to Maul's point, everybody laughing at me, man.
It's crazy, man.
But I knew the internet would do that. They make a mockery out of everything.
Everything.
Literally everything. Period. No
But I
matter
don't
what
see,
it
I
is.
can't believe that because I don't believe that had this been a case with somebody that was snitching on like the mafia or something, I don't think the internet would have memed like that.
No, they wouldn't, because it wouldn't be.
And that's my thing. It's like
different-
You wouldn't meme like that.
Different cultures.
Yeah.
That's my point. So why are y'all making
One
fun
day
of it
we'll
when
have
it's
a real
part of our
conversation
culture?
about the differences in those two cultures. How they're handled, how they're treated, how they're viewed.
Of course.
Yeah.
Even by us.
Yeah.
By us, by the government. One day we'll have that talk. Not now, because we need to be well researched, and Savon and Screaming are not doing that for us.
Well, are you saying just in how mob cases are dealt with versus
No, the
these
way
types of cases?
just in general, the organized crime is treated if it's white or if it's black.
Well, that's because they're white and everyone is in bed to some degree together.
I have a lot to say on this topic, and I don't want to say any of it now.
Okay, we can table it because I have a lot to say about it too.
Where was I going before that? What was we saying just now?
So she sent you a picture.
And you sent the screw
All right,
die
and
emoji.
I ain't go to work yet.
You ain't really examined it yet?
Oh, no, I ain't clock in.
Okay. Not in classic.
Wet Platt just chilling.
Wet Platt is just. You said wet Platt?
The wet
The Wet
Platt.
Platt.
Come on. Yo, but you laughing? Well, you're not laughing. You're ridiculing me. But chicks like that shit, man.
What, wet platinum?
No. Well, yeah, that too.
Greasy dick pic.
The greasy dick pic?
Good greasy ass dick.
You know, some chicks just get really turned on by the sight of watching a dude beat on.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
they do.
Oh, yeah, without
some of
question.
them-
Absolutely.
Some of them do it. I spoke to some women, they absolutely hate the way dicks look. Like, they just said, like,
Come
yo,
on,
don't
you
ever.
know a real eclectic group of people.
I do. I know a lot of people from different walks of life.
They hate how dicks look.
A lot of women
I don't
hate
like that
how
women
dicks
could
look.
say stuff that if a man said, we would be kicked out of the world.
Oh,
You know
welcome
what?
To the,
I don't
welcome
like.
to the world.
You know what? Yo, you're
Are you
beautiful.
new here?
You are beautiful, but I don't like how pussy looks.
Yeah.
Like what? Yo, your pussy's ugly.
They would call you all
mean,
types of.
you mean
my-
the place from which you came?
Yeah, exactly. That's
From
exactly
which you
wow.
come?
Well, that's true. That's true. All right, so back to Tekashi 6ix9ine. Listen, I'm not staying on him. What he did make me do was go back and listen to all of Jim Jones' music since 1997. Because since 1997, Jim Jones has been saying, yo, my phone's tapped. And I've been laughing.
Nah.
I've been like, yo, Jim really painting that picture for us.
No, the picture is true.
I don't think his phone was tapped. I think Mel's phone was tapped.
It don't matter.
Yeah.
Now his phone's tapped.
I don't know.
It don't matter. If I'm with you every day and I know your phone is tapped, I say, okay, my phone's tapped, nigga. Then that's my phone tapped.
Yeah.
The phone line that I want to call, they listening on.
It's crazy, man. I mean, people just gotta understand. You just gotta. I don't know. I just don't understand why they was even talking like that on the phone. But whatever.
Oh no, Jim knew the phone was tapped. He's like, yo, man.
No, he didn't.
They better do something.
No, he would.
Shit, they better get him.
He wouldn't have that conversation over the phone like that if he knew that phone was tapped. Jim's smarter than that.
Yeah, I don't think Jim would do
He didn't know. None of them knew that their phones was tapped.
But I don't think he incriminated
Granted,
himself.
but I don't think
crazy.
he incriminated
Yeah.
himself at all. The way that the internet, oh, they taking Jim down. None of that. No, not. He didn't incriminate himself at all.
He stated an opinion on what should happen.
And that's the worst part about all of this Tekashi shit. Well, not the worst part because it's so nuanced. A lot of it is the worst part. But one of the more telling parts to me as you watch or read is you can't help but to think if they didn't have this star witness, I don't know how much they would have, how much of a case they would have. That's with all of the shit that these niggas did on camera and recordings and still a great defense attorney. Y'all gonna have a hard day, state. But that might be different because this is feds, so maybe you feel different. I don't know. I'm not a criminal. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
me either.
Well, which I put in our group chat with all of us. This defense attorney sucks. Like, he wasn't good.
For me, I
He
mean,
was not at, like, his whole angle was like, yo, you've trolled before, so you must be trolling now.
I didn't like that.
That
I
was
didn't
the
like that.
worst defense I've ever
I
heard.
didn't like that either. Do you know what trolling is?
Like, I
Nah.
thought,
Nah, what's that? Next question. Like, come on, fam. It did seem a little, but what do I know? I don't want to get on anybody. Listen, prayers to everybody involved in it. Shit,
Yeah.
listen, they said that he was up there saying Cardi B name, and even
That
though he didn't
wasn't
say
true.
that, it wasn't true, but internet got a hold of it. Internet made a story out of it, and here
And
comes.
that's the other bigger problem is that the internet is just taking shit, and by the time it gets filtered all the way down, it's a whole different story of what happened. But then the fact that Cardi even responded with what she responded with, like, all of this shit is just crazy to me, bro. I'm telling you, this shit is
it's
weird.
a lot of crazy going
Carter
on.
came out and said, nah, that's not the set that I rep.
Yeah, it's like, but
No, I rep this set. Nah,
Bro.
this is who we killed.
bro, that shit is it's crazy, man.
Damn.
And of course, she didn't say that. I'm embellishing. I'm joking. Of course, she didn't say that. But why would she respond to your point, and then I did like the meme afterward. I like the cleanup. I like the cleanup, the use of Keke Palmer, and that. I'm sorry for that man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for that man. It's amazing. That's super funny. But that leads to a conversation that I've been wanting to have about Cardi for a little while. That because it's Cardi and I love and I respect everything that they're doing, I haven't had it. But I do think there's a convo to be had about her separation from her publicist.
So my point right there was I can't expect Cardi to know every single detail with her schedule. I can't expect her publicist to look in to see if that was actually even said before Cardi replies and hit her right away once that story broke.
Wouldn't care if it was said, Rory. Who cares? Well, the publicist check if it's said or not. Any reputable publicist should be saying,
don't even reply,
yeah,
period.
Wouldn't matter.
Or,
I'm saying regardless, like, off rip, you should be right there. Yo, don't reply to that. It's false. It's not even true. I'm sitting here looking at all the testimony right now. It was never said. It's an internet troll. Don't even fuck with that shit. Like, that's a simple text to send to your client.
Well, that goes back to I would love to know more about Cardi's separation from her publicist. And I don't want to know that.
Yeah, but it don't matter who a publicist is. If she wanted to do that, she had her phone in her hand. She could have did.
Well, be clear. Before any of this happened, I wanted to know more about the separation between Cardi and her publicist because Cardi has done so well, and now it appears that she's been in clean up her image mode for a little while. So I would like, that stuff is interesting to me. Mm-hmm. But I more so want to know because Cardi, out of her own mouth, has told us has repped for her old publicist a million times. Yo, this is my dog. This is my right hand, my friend, been with me from the bottom, day one when nobody believed, fuck all. Like, she has ridden that type of way for, damn, what's her old publicist's name?
I forgot her name.
I think it's Patience. I don't expect them to fact check, but it don't matter. That's the type of riding she was doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so when you Patience Foster.
There we go, Patience. So when you remove somebody that you have that type of bond with, and those sentiments for somebody you feel so strongly about, there's typically a reason why. Mm-hmm. Now, we love and respect Cardi and everything's working out, so nobody asked. It's none of our business. But when something like this happens, well, shit, who the fuck is the new publicist? Who's the new one?
Right.
Because I would assume that you stepped up, that you leveled up. Everything
Yeah.
about your career trajectory is up.
Yeah.
I don't think you publicist down. Somebody should have intervened with that. I do agree.
But again, once she puts it out there, you can't unring the bell.
You cannot unring a bell. That is true. That's all I got about this Tekashi shit, man. Glad that it's over. Glad I don't have to read anymore.
Well, it's not over.
See anymore.
there'll be more.
Well, I don't want to talk
the
about
driver.
more of this. I'll be honest. I'm cool.
It's definitely not over.
Wait, why you say it's not over? What happened?
Still have the driver on the stand. Like, the case is still going to continue.
Yeah.
Just his testimony is now done.
Yeah.
That's all.
I ain't
This
gonna
case-
lie.
this
That
case
was a
will
wild.
continue.
That's a wild carjacking story. It is. Like, I just thought about it. What you said with the driver taking the stand. I was listening to the driver and the clip and what happened. It's all
The driver getting out, talking to them, it just all was odd.
Man, salute to
There was
Bobby, salute to Rowdy, man.
There was some lies in there. There was a lot of lies in there. We got hit and thought it was a drunk driver. So homeboy got out and just started taking longer than usual. So that means that you turned around and looked back there. And again, this is not my due diligence here. But you turned around and looked back, didn't see a tussle, didn't see a weapon, didn't see nothing.
But saw two
That's
people.
why they asked him if he knew how to drive. Can you drive? I don't have a
Well,
license.
those two
Nigga.
those two gentlemen that allegedly robbed 6ix9ine had been in that car. Like, they know that driver.
I know. So they
And they didn't have masks on because Tekashi right away said his name.
That sounds confusing too. But forget about Tekashi knowing them and saying the names. If I'm a criminal and I'm going to do something, I would assume I'm putting a mask on for the cameras. Even if I'm going to catch somebody I know.
Yeah, of course.
It's a lot weird about it. It is. But not really when you remember that this kid is a fucking plant and a cop. The end. And to your point, instances like this probably does make you appreciate Bobby and Rowdy a little more.
Oh man, 2,000,000%.
Yeah, it does. All right, so off of this, hold up, man, because this shit is. We ain't played Outstanding in a little while. We gave it a little break. Let me pull it up real quick. Hey, mic check 1 2 1
Are
2.
you
Mic
playing
check
outstanding?
1 2 1 2.
Sad?
Just to get in a better mood.
yeah.
Just to get in a better mood. Why wouldn't I be sad? You started this off with sad vibes.
Me?
Yeah,
What?
with the entire social community laughing while black men are going to jail, being prosecuted, dying, being pitted against one another. If you're looking at the scope from a broader scale, the us against the government theme, like it's just a lot. It's a lot. Depending on how you look at it, it could be sad. So I'm turning up motherfucking Charlie.
In good news, to get us back in
Turn
good
it down,
spirits,
Charlie.
LL Cool J is confirming that people do indeed call him Big LA on Twitter right now.
Oh no, that's facts. That's big facts.
We all knew that.
Yeah, come on. What else you call him?
I wouldn't know. But he is replying to everyone in question that we have never called him Big
And
LA.
he gave us a lyric breakdown.
In case we didn't know the
See,
intro.
you tried to sweep over that. You tried to sweep over that, white boy. Give us the lyric breakdown.
Headsprung intro.
Well, wait, let me
FYI.
cut this off. This deserves its own. We gotta highlight that. I do imagine though, because New Jack City plays in my head. We played the clip on the last podcast, but I do imagine in my head. I'm sad that that 6ix9ine didn't take the opportunity to get on that stand and really Nino Brown it. Like you had your deal worked out already. You clearly are in the good graces of the court and the government, and you're clearly angry at the gentleman that you're telling on. So then don't sound so timid. I would like to hear some of that bravado that I heard in the videos that got you famous. That's what niggas was watching for. The voice,
Oh, no, it's
all that
different
shit.
because this is real life.
Yeah, but I would have loved. This is probably the only time in hip hop history that we would have got a chance to see it. A nigga just get up there and boldly start snitching. It was you, purple suit. Like,
Yeah, but
do it if you're gonna do it.
But that's not him. It's never been him. It was all an act. He was always the timid kid.
Yeah.
And lastly, before we move on, I was really, really, really disappointed at one last thing. Like, damn it, man, come on, we have to do better. 6ix9ine took the stand, did all of the telling in the world, and guess what, y'all? Still to this day, we do not know who was in the car with Terrence J. Y'all are not amazed by this?